Hello everyone, welcome to our show, The Doctor's Chat Show, where you will get to know everything related to kidney disease and its treatment with none other than our renowned kidney expert, Dr. Puru Dhawan. So let's welcome him. Welcome to our show, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, I have plenty of questions related kidney disease and its treatment. So let's start the show. And the first question is, almost every year, on the basis of statistics, around 15 million people are diagnosed with kidney disease every year. So what do you think could be the reason of this rapid increase in this kidney problem?
To understand this, you have to go deeper. What are the causes of kidney failure? If we talk about the causes of kidney failure, diabetes and hypertension are the major cause of this CKD. Almost 40% patient of kidney failure comes with the history of diabetes, and another 40% comes with the history of hypertension. That means if the patient of diabetes and hypertension increase in our society, it will ultimately result in higher number of CKD patients. So if we want to control it, we have to cut down the patient of diabetes and hypertension. Once they are down, the CKD patient will be much lower.
Automatically.
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, as you said that hypertension and diabetes are the root cause of kidney disease. So, can we say that all the patients of hypertension and kidney disease are destined to face kidney problem?
The answer is no. Not all patients of diabetes or hypertension suffer from kidney failure. 1 out of 4 patients of diabetes suffer from CKD, and same case with the hypertension also. 1 out of the 4 patients of hypertension suffer from CKD.
Okay.
So that means there is a probability of 25% that you may suffer from kidney failure if you are suffering from diabetes or hypertension.
Sir, mostly we get to hear that CKD or kidney disease is a silent killer. Is it really right?
Yes, CKD is a silent killer because the symptoms which comes in early stage are very common. Like if the patient is suffering from weakness, it's a very common symptom. You may suffer from weakness, fatigue because of any reason, because of deficiency of vitamins, minerals, or you can say some kind of deficiency in food. You may suffer from fatigue. Now the symptom is so common that it's very hard for a doctor to diagnose your CKD problem with such a common symptom. And the major cause of CKD is diabetes and hypertension, which itself are very silent in nature. If your BP increases in a short period of time, you may suffer from symptoms like headache. But if the BP is increasing at a very slow pace, what will happen? The body gets adjusted and body doesn't produce any kind of symptom. Same case with the diabetes. If your sugar level jump at a sudden, suppose at present it's 80, 100, and suddenly it jumps to 400, what will happen? You may suffer from polyuria, frequent urination. But if the diabetes is developing at a slow pace, what happens? The body adjusts.
Okay.
When it's progressing at a slow pace and body is adjusting, it doesn't produce any kind of symptom which can be diagnosed easily. That's why CKD itself is a silent killer, because even after, when your kidney is damaging, the waste material is accumulating in the body at a slow pace, the body is getting adjusted according to it. And body doesn't produce any kind of symptom unless it become
severe,
crosses the threshold. And once the threshold is there, when the symptoms are there, it's already late.
Okay. So, sir, but the question rises, how exactly the hypertension or diabetes causes kidney disease? Because it's for the viewers, even for me, like I'm not aware much about this. So I really want to understand this.
For that purpose, you have to understand how our body works. In our body, there is lots of vessels which carry blood at a certain pressure, and that pressure is 120 by 80 mm of Hg. Now imagine there is a river flowing at a normal day. The bank doesn't get eroded.
Yes.
But when there is a flood in the river, what will happen? There is an erosion of the banks. The same thing happening in the body. When the blood is flowing at a normal pressure, it doesn't harm the body. But when the pressure increases, what happens? Because of this pressure, the blood cause impact on the tiny cells, tiny structure which nephrons is composed of. Now, nephrons is a group of tissue, and tissue is made up of cells. When they face this pressure, what happens? They evolve, and because of pressure, they become hard, they become sclerosed, and as they become sclerosed, what happens? The efficacy of these nephrons goes down. And when the efficacy of these nephron to filter out the blood, to filter out waste material from the body goes down, what happens? There is accumulation of waste material in our body, like creatinine and urea. They start rising in the body. So if a patient of CKD wants to control the condition of kidney failure, who is suffering from hypertension also, patient has to control the blood pressure first, so that no further damage to the kidney can be happen, so that we can protect the future. Same in the case of diabetes. Our body runs on sugar. Sugar is like a fuel to our body. Each and every cell, survive on this fuel. But when the level of sugar increases above 200, what happens? This sugar, which is fuel, earlier was fuel, now it's become poison. It starts damaging each and every cell in our body. It starts, weakening our eyes, our heart, lungs, all vital organs get affected by the high sugar level. Likewise, our kidney, see, kidney are the same. Because in a kidney, if you go deeper in the structure of it, there is lots of vessels, capillaries, which provide blood to the nephrons. Now, when the sugar level increases, what happens? These tiny structures of vessels and capillaries get affected by the high sugar level, which ultimately results in the lower blood flow into the kidney.
Okay.
And when the blood flow goes down, the oxygen supply to the nephrons goes down, and the cells which are present in the kidney, which are filtering the blood, start getting damaged. And as the damage increases, they lose its functionality, and the functionality is to filter out all the waste material from the body.
Yes.
And as the functions goes down, the level of creatinine and urea start increasing in our body. So that's why it's very important for all kidney failure patient to take control of two things. First is blood pressure and second is sugar. Once they are in control, at least we can stop the damage, further damage. The damage which has happened earlier can be reversed to certain point, but we can protect our kidney from further damage, which is our priority. Once we start the treatment, it's our priority to stop the progression of this kidney failure disease, because it's a self-progressive disorder. Once it starts, suppose your kidney gets damaged by 10%, even after BP is in control, sugar is in control, it will kept going, and ultimately it results in the complete kidney failure. We call it ESRD, end stage renal disease, and which ultimately results in dialysis or transplant. So it's very important for our kidney failure patient to understand, if they want to control their kidney failure disorder, they have to control the blood pressure and sugar at the priority basis. Once they are controlled, there will be no further damage to the kidney, and which is the first part of the treatment.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir, for this wonderful explanation. Actually, now I got to know how this diabetes and hypertension is really serious for all the patients.
Yes.
So we must take care of both these things in spite of taking it lightly.
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, as you also shared that transplant or dialysis, these are generally what we here or get to know about the patients, that they find that either dialysis or transplant are the two only options for a kidney patient. Is it really so?
Actually, dialysis or transplant, both are management of kidney failure. What happening in the case of dialysis is, when the kidney fails, what happens? There is accumulation of waste material like creatinine and urea. We are filtering that waste material outside our body through a machine, we call it dialyzer.
Okay.
We are not treating the kidneys. We are doing the job of the kidney outside the body. So there is no treatment into it.
Yes.
That means this is the management. Same case with the transplant. When our kidney fails completely, we take kidney of somebody else and then put inside our body. Now the problem is that this is not a permanent solution. It's a temporary solution, because at one point that kidney which we have taken will fail. Now it varies from person to person when it will fail. Sometimes it fails in 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years, depends person to person from whom we have taken the kidney. Suppose the kidney is taken from the sibling, the probability of working kidney in a long term is high. But if you are taking the kidney from some outsider, what will happen? The kidney fail much earlier. Okay. So both are dialysis and transplant, both are management, not treatment. If we want to treat a kidney failure patient, we have to go deeper into the causes of the kidney failure. And the major cause are diabetes and hypertension. So treatment of a kidney failure starts from there. We have to manage blood pressure and sugar first. We have to keep the blood pressure into a range of 120-80 mm of Hg, and we have to keep diabetes in level, in control at around 180.
Okay.
So we make sure that the sugar level of the patient doesn't crosses 180 milligram per deciliter. Okay.
Sure.
Once these levels are maintained, there is no further damage to the kidney. First part of the treatment, as I told you earlier. In second part of treatment, what we have to do, we have to increase the kidney function, because kidney has superpower to increase its function. I'll give you an example. Suppose because of stone, because of some kind of infection, I have to remove my
One kidney.
kidney.
Okay.
Even after having a single kidney, the level of creatinine and urea doesn't increases. Now the question rises, how?
Yes.
Why it's happening? Because kidney has that superpower to increase its function. We have to use this superpower of the kidney in each and every patient of kidney failure. Suppose a kidney failure patient come to the triage with a level of 6. That means the kidney is damaged by 80%. Now the healthy part which is present in the kidney is only 20%. Now with the help of kidney function restoration treatment which we provided at triage, we can increase the functioning of the kidney by, again, with the multiple of 20%. That means after treatment, the kidney function will increase to 40 from 20. And as the functioning of the kidney increases, the creatinine level will decrease, because now the kidney is filtering the blood much more efficiently. As the blood gets filters, what happens? The level of creatinine will drops to 3, 2 and around
Or
this
more than
level. Yes,
lower.
almost become half. Now the symptoms which are present earlier disappears, because blood is much more pure. So we have to use this functioning, we have to use this superpower of the kidney in each and every patient of the kidney failure. Once the functioning of the kidney increases, the level of creatinine and urea goes down. Along with this treatment, we have to take care of diet also.
Okay.
Diet is very important part of the treatment, because if the patient of kidney failure take lots amount of protein, what will happen? This extra amount of protein will convert it into the creatinine. So we have to cut it down. With the help of diet, we can control a lot of things in our body, like creatinine, urea, potassium, sodium. So in a kidney failure patient, we have worked on two parts. First is increasing the kidney function. Second is diet, so that the level of creatinine, urea and other waste material can be easily controlled.
Okay, so sir, I think if I'm not wrong, this is actually the secret of your treatment. Means
It's
like
not a secret, it's a part of treatment, because a kidney failure patient must know what kind of things they should eat, because ultimately whatever they eat is going to affect their body.
So sir, thank you for such a wonderful explanation, and I hope really all the viewers are also getting everything. But I would like to ask one more thing, that how soon a kidney failure patient, when they come to you or take your treatment, so they see a positive result in their reports?
Normally the results are visible within a time span of 1 month.
One
All
month.
you have to do is you have to go for KFT test, kidney function test, before starting the treatment. And again you have to go for KFT test after 1 month.
Okay.
And you can see the difference yourself. Now I will show you few reports of our patients, so that you can have an idea how KFRT, kidney function restoration treatment, works.
Okay. Sir, thank you so much for such cooperation and for giving us the time. And guys, if you have any kind of a doubt, query, so you can just comment us and we would really try to answer all your queries. And the most important part, in our next episode, we will talk about diet. So do you have any question or query related to diet? Just comment us, so that we would ask all the questions to our sir, Dr. Puru Dhawan, and we would really try to answer all. So that's all about for this episode. Let's meet in our second episode. And if you have not subscribed and like our video, just do it right now. Thank you.